Over 60? 6 plant-based proteins seniors must eat. Reverses muscle loss. What if I told you that the secret to staying strong and mobile after 60 might actually come from plants? Its true protein is essential for keeping your muscles firm, your bones solid, and your body moving freely. But here's what most people don't realize. You don't need to rely on meat to get it. In fact, some of the most powerful muscle-preserving nutrients come straight from plant-based sources, and they can do wonders for your energy, joint health, and independence as you age. In today's video, we're diving into 6 plant-based protein superstars that every senior should know about. They're easy to find, simple to add to your meals, and they could make a big difference in how you feel every single day. So if you want to stay strong, avoid muscle loss, and keep doing the things you love, this one's for you. Let's jump in. 1. Quinoa. Let's talk about something small but mighty. Quinoa. If you're over 60 and noticing that it's getting harder to move around, stay strong, or keep up with everyday tasks like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing for long periods, quinoa might be one of the simplest ways to help turn that around. It may look like just another grain, but don't let its size fool you. Quinoa is packed with complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle. And as we age, that becomes more important than ever. Muscle loss is a natural part of getting older, but that doesn't mean we're powerless against it. In fact, the right foods can make a real difference, and quinoa is one of them. Just 1 cup of cooked quinoa gives you around 8 grams of high-quality protein. That's a big deal for seniors, because your body becomes less efficient at using protein as you age, so you actually need more of it to maintain your strength and mobility. But quinoa doesn't just help with muscles, it also supports your bones, and that's just as important. Alright, let's talk about Alzheimer's. In 1 serving, you're getting 281 milligrams of phosphorus, that's nearly 40% of your daily needs, plus 77 milligrams of calcium and 118 milligrams of magnesium. These 3 minerals work together to help your bones stay dense, flexible, and less prone to breaking. If you've ever dealt with stiff legs, sore joints, or leg cramps in the middle of the night, that magnesium can also help your muscles relax and recover more easily. On top of that, quinoa gives you a nice dose of iron, about 2.8 milligrams per cup, which helps your red blood cells carry oxygen throughout your body. More oxygen means more energy, less fatigue, and better stamina when you're walking, doing housework, or even just playing with the grandkids. And here's the part most people miss. Quinoa has a low glycemic index, which means it won't spike your blood sugar. That's a huge bonus, especially if you're watching your glucose levels or managing type 2 diabetes. Instead of leaving you feeling tired or foggy, quinoa gives you a steady stream of energy that lasts. It's also full of fiber, potassium, zinc, and B vitamins, nutrients that help your body function smoothly on every level. It's incredibly easy to make. Just rinse it, boil it like rice, and you're good to go. Add it to salads, soups, stir-fries, or even have it warm in the morning like oatmeal. However you like to eat it, quinoa is a small step that can lead to big changes in your strength, mobility, and overall well-being. 2. Chia seeds. Now let's take a closer look at one of the tiniest superfoods on the planet, chia seeds. They may be small, but don't let that fool you. These little seeds are absolute powerhouses, especially when it comes to protecting your muscles and bones after 60. As we age, muscle mass naturally starts to decline, sometimes as early as your 30s, but the process really speeds up later in life. That can lead to weakness, poor balance, and difficulty doing basic tasks like getting up from a chair or walking upstairs. But here's the good news. Foods like chia seeds can help slow that process down and in some cases even reverse it. Just 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, about an ounce, deliver nearly 5 grams of plant-based protein. That's a great start toward rebuilding muscle and giving your body what it needs to stay strong and independent. But what really makes chia seeds stand out is their mineral content. In that same small serving, you're getting 177 milligrams of calcium, 265 milligrams of phosphorus, and a full milligram of manganese. All three of those work together to support strong, healthy bones. Calcium helps maintain bone density, phosphorus supports bone structure, and manganese helps with bone formation and repair. That's especially important if you're trying to avoid fractures, joint pain, or even osteoporosis as you age. And there's more. Chia seeds also contain about 2 milligrams of iron per ounce. That may not sound like much, but it's actually a big help when it comes to keeping your energy levels up. Iron helps your red blood cells carry oxygen throughout your body, so when you have enough of it, you'll feel more awake, more alert, and less out of breath when you move around. Plus, chia seeds are one of the best plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, which has been shown to reduce inflammation in the body. That can be a game changer for seniors dealing with stiff joints, swelling, or general discomfort that makes movement harder than it should be. What's great is how easy chia seeds are to add to your diet. Sprinkle them over yogurt, blend them into smoothies, stir them into your oatmeal, or soak them in milk overnight to make a creamy chia pudding. They don't have a strong flavor, so they work in just about anything, sweet or savory. And because they absorb liquid and expand, they help you feel full longer, which is a nice bonus if you're trying to maintain a healthy weight. It's one of the simplest changes you can make, but one that can have a surprisingly big impact on your strength, energy, and mobility. 3. Lentils. They're one of those foods that often fly under the radar, but if you're over 60 and looking to protect your strength, energy, and independence, lentils might just be one of the best things you can add to your plate. These tiny legumes are absolutely packed with nutrition, especially when it comes to supporting your muscles and bones. In just 1 cup of cooked lentils, you get about 18 grams of high-quality plant protein. That's more than enough to help rebuild and maintain lean muscle, something that becomes harder to do as we age, but no less important. If you want to stay mobile, prevent falls, and keep doing the things you love, getting enough protein is key, and lentils make it easy. But it's not just about the protein. Lentils are also rich in iron, with 6.6 milligrams in a single serving. That's a big deal, especially if you've been feeling tired, weak, or short of breath. Iron helps your body make hemoglobin, which is what carries oxygen through your blood and delivers it to your muscles. More oxygen means more energy and better endurance, whether you're walking, gardening, or chasing after grandkids. And then there's magnesium, 71 milligrams per cup, which helps your muscles relax and recover. If you've ever had nighttime leg cramps, stiff joints in the morning, or aching muscles after a short walk, low magnesium could be playing a role. The good news is lentils help with that too. Even better, magnesium supports calcium absorption, which means stronger bones and less risk of fractures down the road. Let's not forget the fiber. Lentils have around 15 grams of it per cup, and that's more than half of what most people need in a day. Fiber keeps your digestion running smoothly, helps manage blood sugar, and supports a healthy heart. And believe it or not, good circulation is essential for muscle strength and joint flexibility. When your heart and blood vessels are working well, your entire body benefits, including the muscles and bones you count on every single day. One of the best things about lentils is how easy they are to cook and how many ways you can use them. You can add them to soups, stews, and salads, or even use them as a base for veggie patties or pasta sauces. They soak up flavor beautifully, they're super affordable, and they don't spoil quickly like fresh meat or dairy. That makes them perfect for anyone living on a budget or trying to eat more plant-based meals. Simple, powerful, and incredibly nutritious. Lentils are the kind of everyday food that can quietly transform your strength and well-being over time. If these foods are starting to make sense to you, now's a great time to try adding them to your meals. And hey, if you're finding this video helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I share simple, real-life tips every week to help you stay strong, healthy, and independent after 60. Don't miss out. Or chickpeas. You might know them best from hummus, but don't let that simplicity fool you. These little legumes are packed with nutrients that can make a big difference in your strength, energy, and mobility, especially after 60. 1 cup of cooked chickpeas gives you about 15 grams of protein. That's a big deal, because after the age of 60, most people start to lose muscle at a much faster rate, sometimes up to 8% every decade. That muscle loss doesn't just affect your strength, it impacts your balance, your posture, your ability to move comfortably, and even your confidence. So getting enough high-quality protein is essential. And chickpeas make it easy. But the benefits don't stop there. Chickpeas also help protect your heart and support better blood circulation, which means more oxygen and nutrients are reaching your muscles and joints. Studies have shown that eating chickpeas regularly can lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, by 5 to 10% in just 4 to 6 weeks. That's a huge win, not just for your heart, but for your entire body. Better circulation means better performance during movement and faster recovery afterward. It also supports joint health, which becomes more and more important with age. Now here's something a lot of people overlook. Chickpeas are incredibly rich in manganese, providing about 35% of your daily needs in just 1 cup. Why does that matter? Because manganese plays a crucial role in forming healthy bones and producing collagen, the protein that keeps your joints, tendons, and even your skin strong and flexible. In fact, adequate manganese intake has been linked to a 20% reduction in fracture risk. That's not a small number, especially if you're trying to stay independent and avoid serious injuries. Chickpeas also contain 474 milligrams of potassium, which helps reduce leg cramps, supports muscle function, and keeps your blood pressure in a healthy range. When your potassium levels are steady, you're less likely to feel weak, fatigued, or stiff, and more likely to stay active and comfortable throughout the day. Plus, you get a helpful boost of iron, fiber, and vitamin B6, all working together to support energy levels, brain function, and digestive health. The best part? Chickpeas are versatile and incredibly easy to work into your meals. You can toss them into salads, blend them into creamy dips, stir them into soups or stews, or even roast them with a little olive oil for a crunchy snack. It's one simple food that delivers full body support, and it just might become a favorite once you realize how much good it can do. 5. Tofu. Tofu really doesn't get the attention it deserves, and that's a shame, because for anyone over 60, it can quietly transform your health in ways that are honestly hard to ignore. This soft, simple block of soy packs a serious punch when it comes to supporting muscle, bones, and overall strength. Just 4 ounces of tofu gives you around 10 grams of high-quality, complete protein. That means it contains all the essential amino acids your body needs to repair and build muscle, something that becomes harder with age but is more important than ever. As we get older, the body naturally breaks down more muscle than it builds, and unless you're getting enough protein, you're going to feel weaker, slower, and more tired than you should. Tofu helps fill that gap, gently, affordably, and effectively. But protein is just the beginning. Tofu also provides up to 30% of your daily calcium needs in a single serving. That's huge, because calcium isn't just about bones, it's also key for muscle contractions and preventing cramps. Without enough calcium, your bones can become fragile and more likely to fracture, especially in the hips and spine. The good news, studies show that eating tofu regularly can lower fracture risk by as much as 30% in older adults. That's not just a statistic. That's a real, measurable way to help you stay on your feet and out of the hospital. And here's something even more interesting. Tofu is rich in natural compounds called isoflavones. These are plant-based estrogens that help reduce inflammation in the joints, relieve stiffness, and ease arthritis pain. Some studies suggest that isoflavones can cut osteoarthritis pain by 15 to 20%, which might sound small, but if your knees hurt every time you stand up, it's the kind of difference you actually feel. Less pain means more movement, and more movement means stronger muscles and better balance. It's all connected. Tofu also provides iron, another often overlooked nutrient in senior health. Low iron can leave you feeling drained, dizzy, and sluggish, even if you're eating well. That's because iron helps your red blood cells carry oxygen to your muscles, When your iron levels are steady, you're more likely to feel alert, energized, and physically capable, whether you're going for a walk, climbing stairs, or simply moving through your day with confidence. The best part about tofu, it's incredibly flexible. You can grill it, bake it, stir-fry it with veggies, blend it into smoothies, or toss it into soups and salads. It takes on whatever flavor you give it, which makes it a breeze to add to your regular meals without getting bored. Whether you're trying to rebuild strength, protect your bones, or just feel more like yourself again, tofu is a simple, powerful way to do it. 6. Edamame. Let's wrap things up with one of the most underrated superfoods out there, edamame. You've probably seen these bright green soybeans served as a side dish at Japanese restaurants. But don't let their simplicity fool you. These little beans are absolutely packed with benefits, especially if you're over 60 and focused on staying strong, mobile, and independent. Just 1 cup of edamame gives you 17 grams of complete plant protein, and that's a big deal. As we age, we naturally start to lose muscle, even if we're staying active. That gradual muscle loss can make everyday tasks harder, getting out of a chair, climbing stairs, or even standing for long periods. But giving your body a steady supply of quality protein helps slow down that muscle loss and even rebuild what's been lost. And edamame delivers that support in a way that's gentle, easy to digest, and delicious. But the protein is just the beginning. Edamame is rich in calcium and magnesium, 2 minerals that work hand in hand to keep your bones strong and your muscles working smoothly. Magnesium helps your body absorb calcium more effectively, and together they support better balance, coordination, and lower your risk of fractures. For seniors especially, this mineral combo is essential, not just for avoiding injury, but for staying active and doing the things you love without fear or hesitation. Now here's something else that makes edamame stand out. It's packed with antioxidants, especially vitamin C. These antioxidants work to reduce inflammation, particularly in the joints, and that matters when you're dealing with stiffness, soreness, or conditions like arthritis. In fact, studies have shown that people who eat edamame regularly report up to 25% less joint pain and stiffness. That's not a small change. That's the difference between waking up achy and slow versus feeling loose, light, and ready to move. And when your joints feel better, you're more likely to stay active. And that activity keeps your muscles strong. It's a powerful cycle, and edamame helps keep it going. You're also getting a good dose of fiber, which helps support smooth digestion, keeps you full for longer, and helps you avoid the blood sugar crashes that can leave you feeling tired or foggy. That steady energy makes it easier to stay consistent with exercise, movement, or just enjoying your day. It even supports healthy weight, which, in turn, protects your joints and improves mobility. Edamame is incredibly easy to add to your meals. You can steam it with just a pinch of sea salt for a quick snack, toss it into salads for a protein boost, or stir it into your favorite vegetable dishes for color, flavor, and strength in every bite. Just a couple of servings a week can have a real impact, not just on your muscles, but on how you move, how you feel, and how confidently you age. It's small, simple, and surprisingly powerful, and it belongs in your kitchen. So if you're over 60 and trying to stay active, listen, plant-based proteins might be exactly what your body's been missing. You don't have to overhaul your diet. You don't have to go full vegetarian. You just need the right foods, like quinoa, lentils, tofu, and the others we talked about, to give your muscles what they need to stay strong. These are everyday foods that protect your bones, ease joint pain, and give you real energy you can feel. Because the truth is, staying mobile as you age doesn't come down to luck. It comes down to what you feed your body. So if you want to keep walking, lifting, climbing, dancing, living, these 6 plant-based proteins are a smart place to start. And I'm not stopping here. Tap on the next video. I'll show you even more ways to keep your body moving and feeling its best. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.